Hey guys, Tyler Erzberger here of ESPN Esports, and I am joined by the victorious, undefeated WildTurtle of FlyQuest,
FlyQuests.
So the question I have to start off with is, what's your 2020 skin going to be when you win Worlds?
Likely Ivern, but I'm down for... Actually, I think for me, if I ever won Worlds, any champion would work because I just give them a turtle skin.
Fair. Yeah. But let's talk about it. Like, when are you going to play Ivern? Like, I feel like, you're going this green initiative, planting trees for every kill and win. When are we going to see Ivern?
Week 3, I think.
Week 3? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold you to that. Week 3, Ivern will be released.
Okay.
Yeah. But let's look at the games themselves. 2-0 start. Is this what you guys expected? Do you feel that you had the proper practice and prep going into the season that you could come off to a 2-0 start?
Yeah, I think so. I think our preparation definitely reflected what happened today. I think I wouldn't even say we overly prepared. I think we prepared just enough to get like a 2-0 this week. And I think it's a continuous effort because teams are going to get better really fast. And even though we're 2-0 right now, that might not be the same in a couple weeks.
So, from my point of view, FlyQuest has always kind of lacked the identity, right? Like, every great team has an identity. FPX had an identity. IG had an identity. SKT had an identity. It feels like if Ignore getting picked up, you always being wild, aggressive, PoE being more of a carry mid laner. Does it feel like your team's finally found that identity of being that aggressive, all-in team that like it's always been kind of looking for?
Yeah, definitely. I think we definitely transitioned a lot from FlyQuest the previous years just because I think I was always actively trying to get together the competitive side of FlyQuest. I think we were always lacking crucial pieces, and I think now we have the pieces that all work together very well. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Let's talk a little bit about Ignore. I mean, I feel like he was like the most underrated signing during the offseason. Like, no one really talked like, oh, he got picked up, kind of ignored. Everyone's talking about Broxa, like Smithy, and then but the first 2 games he's been smurfing. I mean, the Leona, the Blitzcrank. He feels like he's the support you've always been waiting for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've always been wild, you've always been up front, and now you have a guy who's going to be in front of you doing the same stuff. How does it feel playing with them?
It feels very amazing. I've always just wanted a playmaker support because I like to join in on the plays too. I mean, you see me in that last game. Obviously, I was dying a lot, but
You're a Felios.
Yeah, I was making enough space just to like have our teammates clean up. Like I was pulling them really deep. And
zoning. You're zoning.
Yeah, zoning. Yeah.
How do you feel about Felios? I mean, obviously, I feel like if there's any champion that's the anti-turtle style, it is a Felios. So, how has he been playing with it? And do you just feel he's like so strong you have to play him, even though he's counter the WildTurtle style?
I don't think he necessarily counters my style. I actually like playing him a lot, actually. He's like one of my favorite champions, definitely in this meta. Maybe because he's OP, I'm not too sure. I think that might be why. I just like playing OP champions. I like playing really strong things. Oh. Yeah.
Who do you think the OP picks right now in the bottom lane are? Besides
Felios, Senna, and I think whatever pocket pick people have. I think after those 2 champions, it's like whatever you're good at, you can just play.
So the 2 new champions, and then do you think Sett's going to be OP when he comes?
Oh, definitely. I think he's very broken. I think what makes him very broken, at least to me, is like his HP region. Yeah. I think he just has a very high HP region, which is like odd.
Who's the most OP broken new champion, Senna, Aphelios, or Sett?
I don't know. I think Senna is broken. Yeah.
Just the grit and just the...
I think her AoE heal is just really broken. Just like you can take any fight and just heal everyone after.
So I've been talking to a few players around the league this weekend. A lot of them are saying you're the dark horse team. You've been impressing in scrims apparently. You look like a team that's on the rise. How do you feel having more expectations put on you? Because after this weekend, no team is going to overlook FlyQuest. Like, people are going to be seeing you as one of the big teams after this 2-0 weekend. So are you guys ready to live up to those hefty expectations?
Like I said, the LCS season just started. Yeah. Going 2-0 is like it's nice, of course, but it's like nothing special. I think for me, at least, it's always been like the year is a marathon. It's never a sprint. And just because we have a really good start doesn't mean we have high expectations yet. I think it's going to be a continuous effort, and we're gonna be smurfing soon.
So one big change this season is that you've been here since the beginning. Sneaky, who's also kind of been here since the first year in 2013, is taking a sabbatical streaming.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's the impact of him leaving? What was his impact on the league? And do you hope he returns?
Yeah, I definitely hope Sneaky does return. I really enjoyed just playing the LCS with him like after all these years, and like he's being like one of the guys that played in the beginning, and it's always nice to see a familiar face still doing well in the LCS because there's not many of us left, I think. Not many of the OGs left.
Like you, Xmithy,
Double Lift.
Double Lift.
Who else do you have?
Bjergsen,
Bjergsen,
kind of.
yeah,
He came from LU.
So we have like maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Am I overlooking anybody? Afro.
Talking about Afro, he has a young prodigy again.
Johnson.
He I think besides FlyQuest, the big story this weekend was Johnson and Dictos.
Yeah.
How was it watching him?
It's been I'm honestly always a fan of like random, or not even random, like obviously he's been playing solo queue for a while, but he hasn't really had any prior experience, and I'm a really huge fan just because like I had the same like upbringing where I was like a random solo queue player and I got the chance to prove myself in the LCS.
Pentakill.
Exactly.
Pentakill, first game.
Exactly. And honestly, I didn't even expect like how good I was going to be of a player, and I think he feels the same way right now, and I think he's going to be potentially a really good AD carry if he keeps it up.
Do you think that NA teams will try more new talent because of Johnson, or do you think it just feels like we have one rookie this play in Johnson, and everyone else is either an import or a retread of an old team? Do you feel like NA needs those new talents like Johnson to eventually compete with the big boys like China, Korea, Europe?
In my opinion, the only way to get that experience fast is to have like slightly more international tournaments. And I think for me, like back when I was like getting good as a pro, I had like a lot of chances actually to play in these international tournaments. Like I remember playing M5 when I was like a complete amateur.
Yeah.
And that was like, wow, how can I play M5? You know,
the gods.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. So you want, like, in your perfect world? I mean, thinking about it, I mean, Spring Split. What does Spring Split even really mean anymore? There's no championship points. It's only for MSI. If you had the chance to say, let's abolish Spring Split and just have mini tournaments around the world, would you prefer that over a spring season?
I think I would, yeah.
Let's say there's like 4 DreamHacks and MLGs, like 4 international tournaments. Would you prefer that over an LCS season?
I think I would, yeah.
Why? Is it
just because we get the chance to see like the Chinese meta evolve, and you get to play like the top players in every region, and I think that's always very fun for me.
So you think one of the main reasons why NA is held, it's just because we're landlocked. We're playing in NA. We're not really playing any of the best teams.
I think so, personally.
Yeah. Final question. Look into the camera and make one guarantee to the fans. What is WildTurtle or FlyQuest going to do? Make a promise to them.
What is WildTurtle and FlyQuest going to do?
Yep.
We're going to touch the hearts of all our fans with our gameplay and our trees.
And Ivern. Coming sometime in spring.
Love from FlyQuest, period.
And that is the man himself, WildTurtle. A FlyQuest planted, I believe, over like 200 trees this weekend with all of their wins and accomplishments. And if you want more news and highlights, keep it right here at ESPN Esports.